Here we are, another Friday Night Live. We are smoking Clark's favorite from Savinelli with some GLP's Key Largo. Great stuff. Got to get all my stuff situated here. And we'll start off by mentioning that this weekend, Eric Blue Collar Pipe Smokers getting married. Hello, TX Crafts One. So we want to wish Eric in a great weekend. My Savinelli brother. Hello, Pipe Cat. How you doing? Claude Harwood. How are you? G.A. Breyerman. Long time no see, my friend. Hope everybody's doing well tonight. Back down below freezing here. Got to throw an extra blanket on tonight. Hello, Rhonda. How are you? Busky James. So, I don't know if you caught my video this morning. I had been thinking about doing this for about a month. The first time I got outside, I was going to do a video out at my favorite spot out in the woods where there's this old chimney from a house that's no longer there. And I was looking at probably the beginning of April when it's a little warmer than it is now. But I got this burst of spring energy yesterday. And at the same time, Pipes and Kayaks sent me a picture on the phone of a place he was at with the same situation, a chimney with no house, fireplace. And I was all psyched up this morning, so I went out and did that little film. I'll still most likely go back there, my first outside talking video. We'll have to see what develops. My busy time is coming up after next week, so I'm still going to manage to get my videos in one way or another. Troy, ESP 58. I can never remember the letters that go along with that, and somebody else said they can't either, and they just say ESPN. Sorry about that. Let's see, who else? I was supposed to say hi to somebody else tonight. I hope it comes to me. Southwest Aficionado, glad to have you checking in, my friend. For anyone who's never had Key Largo, if you like cigar leaf, I think that you'll find that this is one of the best cigar leaf blends that is out there. Very bold. You really feel like you're getting something when you smoke it. Old Mucker. Yes, it was you that I meant to say hello to. The Pipe Dean. How are you, sir? I assume it's a sir. Happy Friday. Greetings from Taiwan. Craig Stephen, Dusty Pipe Guy. James R., how are you? Ah, he loves Key Largo. Good man. Nicholas, how are you? We were just speaking on Facebook, I guess. Dominican Glory, yes. I was talking with somebody else about that. That was another McClellan blend that I totally forgot about that I will miss because I smoked 2 tins of that stuff. If I remember correctly, either Phil Rivara sent me the tin or I sent him a tin, one of the two. I can't remember what happened with that, but very good stuff. Pipe and beans. Pipe and beans. I loved your coffee video where you were showing how to roast coffee beans. Very cool. How much snow did you end up with? Whatever we got where I live melted by the time I got home. Down where I work, we got like 6 inches, and it's still there. It's amazing what 37 miles will do, or whatever the distance is. No, it's 18, I think. Facebook. I was going to say something about Facebook. Oh, yes. I'm getting bombarded with really stupid friend requests, and it's hard to sort out what is what. If you happen to send me a friend request because of YouTube, try to send me a message first. Um, just tell me who you are, and then I'll accept the friend request because you wouldn't believe some of the weird stuff I'm getting. Pipes, etc. How are you? And Law and Smoke must be on. Richard T. How are you, buddy? P.A. Piper. Ronald Coleman. So let's see, what else have I got to offer this evening? My wife is still stable, which is a good thing. And it's been fairly quiet. As I say, the week after next is when things really get crazy at work, and it'll be crazy for about 4 weeks. And then hopefully, I always say this and it never happens, but hopefully it'll calm down. Thank you very much, G.A. Briarman. The live streams, as I've said before, it's a lot easier at my end because it's start and finish and it's all over with. But I do miss the planning and, when I used to tell a story in a video, I'd have to rehearse it. One, to figure out how long it was going to take, and two, to make sure I knew the story right. I kind of miss that stuff, but I like to go where the audience wants to go. And hey, if people like the live streams, I can do it, I guess. I just hope I never run out of material. Somebody mentioned McCraney's a minute ago. It just went shooting by. And I was under the assumption that McCraney's got all their stuff from McClellan. Does somebody know whether that's true or not? If it is, then has McCraney's dissolved, or are they doing other things, or selling their current stock, or what's going on? Because I never heard anything about that. Of course, I haven't heard anything about LJ Peretti either. I know they use some of McClellan's flakes in some of their mixtures. Obester's Tobacco. Not familiar with it. Well past midnight in Greece. Oh, God bless you for staying up. Cleaning pipes. Um, Classic Fly Tire put up a video last weekend. I think he was giving the history of some sort of a fly tying vise or whatever it's called that you use for tying the flies. He looks really good. Other than that, I haven't spoken with him. Most of McCraney's stock came from McClellan. That's, I think at one point somebody sent me some, I forget what McCraney's called it, red or whatever, but it was 5100. And as soon as I smoked it, I thought, geez, this tastes just like 5100 red cake. Todd McCoy is on. Hello, Todd McCoy. Hey, real McCoy Piper. Ronald Coleman. W.O. Larson, I love their stuff, but I never had signature. Sorry about that. Oh, St. Patrick's Day. Richard, thanks for bringing that up. We have a beautiful corned beef. And hello upon a starry night. Traditionally, we put the stuff in a big pot of hot water and cook it that way. But this year, Phil Rivera, how are you doing, my good friend? This year we're doing it in a slow cooker. So we'll see how that comes out. St. Patrick's Day, for me, is almost as good as Thanksgiving. And Phil is doing much better. We are very happy for that. As well as, I don't know if the rest of you caught it, or some of you might have caught it, Ethan Levitt did a live stream today from his hospital bed, was in very good spirits. And of course, we are wishing him a speedy recovery. CJ Piper, hello to you. And yeah, it's still was very windy, very cold. Still feels like winter, but as I say, I got some kind of spring burst of energy, which was terrific. Parson Rick, I didn't know he had surgery. Ba, 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 ba. Pipes and spirits. How do you prepare the corned beef? Just toss it into the boiling water and that's it. When you buy it, you get it, what do they call it? Not pickled. It's in brine. So, backcountry pipe, how you doing? You must have got that last nor'easter. And I'll tell you, even though we've had, what is it, 3 of them this winter, 3 of them in the last month or so, I'll still take those types of storms over some of the ones we've had in the past. The snow wasn't all that bad. It was the wind that wrecked a lot of people because their power went out. But yeah, I'll take a storm like that over something that dumps 24 inches on us. And I wound up spending the last storm overnight at work as well. So I think I did 3 overnights this winter, which Isn't too bad, I guess. Love that pipe. Yes, I love it too. I'm getting to be a real church warden person, especially at night. Nicholas Cox is looking forward to a thunderstorm. I love a good thunderstorm. Yeah, Mark, we got nothing here where I live in Connecticut, but just north of here up in Massachusetts, they got 2 feet. Totally crazy. PA Piper wants to know what I'm smoking. It's GLPs, Key Largo, cigar leaf. And I mentioned earlier the, I don't know if it's the quality of the cigar leaf or the amount that they put into this, but it's very bold, very filling. It's great. And I was smoking pretty much haunted bookshop all day, some big and burly, but I was craving something a little stronger, so I went for this. And that reminds me, 2 nights ago, I got in the mood to do some blending because I got the Cornell and Deal Burley ribbon. So somebody somewhere mentioned that they were smoking something that had stoved Virginia in it, and that sounded really good to me. And I have about 6 ounces of it here, so I took some stoved Virginia, put it in with the Burley, and then added a touch of cigar leaf. And I'll tell you, it tasted really good, but I think I put too much of the stove Virginia in because it was burning so hot. Unbelievable. Athens, Ohio. Thanks for coming by. Mrs. Matches is stable. We'll take stable. Yes, my friend Eric, who's getting married. We've got him hooked on the 673 Savinelli's and Haunted Bookshop. He's forever ruined. Artful Codger, thank you for coming by. Ernesto, I don't think we're going to try that. Mrs. Matches can't make it down the stairs here, so we would have to go seek her out, and then she would probably hide under a blanket. Troy needs to still try Haunted Bookshop. Joshua in the Woods says it smells like velvet in here. Oh, poor Ben. Lincoln, Nebraska. Why is Lincoln, Nebraska famous? Something happened there. Where is Sergeant Savinelli? He texted me, he sent me a text about an hour ago saying that he had gotten a package from Doug Owen out at Cargo Hold in Paulsbo, Washington. And actually, I told him that Doug had contacted me for Sarge's address so that Doug could send him something. So who knows what Sarge is smoking right now, because I know he's gotten a lot of packages this week, so he's probably losing his mind. Of course, he and I have to get together, but I don't know when that's going to happen. he, you probably know, he works like 80 hours a week. And because I'm on call 24/7, I never really know how my days are going to go until I'm in them. So it's kind of tough for us to pre-plan, but we will get together. Stanwells. Stanwell pipes, very interesting. A lot of people swear by Stanwells, and the brick and mortar I used to go to sold them. And I bought, I think I had a total of 5 of them. And I only really ever liked one of them. I don't know what was wrong with the other ones. They just didn't feel like they smoked that well to me. And I found out later on that I had actually bought seconds that um, the Stanwell seconds don't look that bad. And I forget what it was that I read that my pipes were all missing that meant that they were seconds. But anyway, yeah, I kept one of them and I gave the other 4 or 5 or whatever number it was away as official Matches 860 estate pipes, of which there are 17 floating around the world. I don't have a Stanwell pot. What was the one that I saved? I think it was a billiard, which is unusual as well because it's a straight stem, and generally I don't like straight stems either. Hello from Ohio. Oh yes, all these people buying the Savinelli saxophones. The Sarge must be doing a great job for Savinelli selling those, but I'm selling the 673s. Stanwell number 88. A Matches pot shape. That sounds pretty interesting. We'll let that comment go by. Somebody's asking about expensive pipes. I will tell you what I think about that. Now, I guess I'll use Dunhill as an example. I don't think that you can beat the quality, at least from what I've seen, of the workmanship and their beautiful pipes, the whole 9 yards. But at the end of the day, I think they're just a pipe. And if you want to pay $600 or whatever, that's your business. But I think you can do just as well. You can do just as well with a basket pipe, in my opinion. My very first basket pipe, uh, almost but not quite, smokes as good as a Savinelli. And I paid all of $11 for it. One of my better purchases. Pipe Cat needs more Savinellis. Yeah, so do I. I don't need anything anymore. Maybe one more church warden, and that'll do it. for anyone that's interested, I can vouch for Phil Rivara's workmanship, his pipe making ability. I wrote a piece on Facebook the other night about my favorite tobaccos and favorite pipes. And I mentioned Phil as well as Rick Black being my favorite independent pipe makers. I have two Rick Blacks, the Morta, which, gosh, you can't beat it. It's a beautiful pipe to smoke. And I think I have 5 Rivara pipes. And there's something special about each one of them. It's sort of like having kids, you know. You love every one of them, but there's something different about each one of them. It's great. Hello, Pipe Tree. Missouri. Almost went to college in Missouri. Ever tried a reverse calabash pipe? I'd love to know what the hype is. Phil could answer that question for you. The other thing about Phil, he's all into the engineering and stuff, which usually most of us, we just care about how it smokes, but Phil can get into the engineering end of it and why a good pipe smokes the way it does or why a bad pipe smokes the way it does. Real interesting stuff. Aerodynamics and burning characteristics and all that. Oh, that's beautiful. Costa Hockey. Got to give a shout out to Brad Pipes and Kayaks, who's out at a hockey game again with his wife. Hope he's having a good time. He says he'll catch the rerun. And we're coming up on 27 minutes. Geez, time flew. Secondary chamber allows smoke to explain. Yeah, read Phil's comment. He'll tell you all about reverse calabash. Brad is a wonderful, wonderful guy. And anyone that gets a chance to meet up with him face to face, he is funny in person, I'll tell you. He's hilarious. So, Barry Becker, good to see you. Thank you for coming. And, oh, what are we doing in the next couple of weeks? If we don't go outside and do a video, I will try to do the live streams Friday nights, 8 o'clock. Depending on how I'm feeling, I might change it to 7 o'clock, so nothing I can do about that. But I'll shoot for 8 o'clock so we don't get everybody all screwed up. With that, I want to thank you all for joining me. Have a great weekend.